Welcome everyone, Beyond the Scoreboard, episode 7.
Here we go.
We've already made it 7 episodes.
I know, it's crazy.
Crazy.
What
That's very
an
crazy.
amazing start we've had.
I know. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, it has.
No guests this week. We had a guest on last week. Great time with Jake.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Very
Had an
knowledgeable
amazing
man.
time. Yes, he is.
We had a fantastic time. But we also had a fantastic weekend of football for most fans.
Yeah, some not so much.
But hey, let's hop right into it.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's hop right on in. Here we go. NFL scores. 2-minute drill. Let me pull up my timer here. For those of you that don't know, for those of you if it's your first time watching, 2-minute drill. We set a timer, 2-minute timer. We have to try to make it through all these games in 2 minutes. Brief comments about all these games in only 2 minutes of action. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Starting off Thursday Night Football. Ravens beat the Bengals by 1.
That was
Crazy
a crazy
game. We'll talk about that one a little bit later.
Yeah.
Bears Patriots. Bears offense looks terrible. So does Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus, he's out of Chicago.
Drake May looks good. So
I done said my piece. Panthers Giants. Daniel Jones sucks.
Yeah, and Bryce Young.
Daniel Jones should never play another snap quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, Bryce Young two wins in a row.
Bills Colts. Bills look like one of the best teams in the NFL. Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things. Did the 2 interceptions. Still doing Josh Allen things. Colts might have an issue at quarterback.
Yeah.
Mainly because they don't have a quarterback.
For sure.
Chiefs Broncos. Chiefs stay unscathed. Patrick Mahomes still looks not fantastic. Good job by the defense to block the last second field goal.
Yeah, that was horrendous.
Saints Falcons. Kirk Cousins looked meh. Bijan Robinson looked fantastic. But MVS looked amazing for New Orleans.
Yep. That's he. Yeah.
Niners, Bucks. CMC's back. Had over 100 yards from scrimmage in his first game back.
Did it? Yeah.
Bucks not having
on the ground, isn't it?
Their 2 best receivers is really hurting them. Steelers, Commanders. Steelers defense looks really good.
Yeah.
Vikings, Jags. Sam Darnold is looking like Sam Darnold again.
Yeah. Seeing ghosts. He's seeing ghosts.
Chargers, Titans. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know very much about this game.
I didn't either. There's no J.K. Dobbins. That's all. I mean,
true.
And they still won. So
Eagles, Cowboys. Eagles are good. Cowboys suck.
That's it. That's all you gotta know.
Cardinals, Jets. Jets are really, really bad.
Cardinals are really good.
Kyler Murray has moved into the MVP conversation.
Yeah, I think
Lions,
he definitely could
Texans, be. Lions looked very humanized in this game on the offensive end. Jared Goff did not look very good, but way to go, Lions defense.
I definitely think Jared Goff has been removed from MVP conversation.
I agree.
And okay, hey, see this here?
I don't like
we'll talk. We'll talk about that in a minute because I was having conversations. Caden being a part of this group chat, I was having conversations with over the weekend, and we'll talk about that in a bit. I think my mind might have been. I think I might have been convinced. So we'll talk about that in a bit, though. So
we almost made 2 minutes. We were pretty close.
We were pretty close.
Nice weekend of football.
Yeah, I mean that Bengals Ravens game. So, what's wrong with the Bengals? Because
a lot
they just cannot win these games. Like, it's only the Ravens that they have been so close to beat, and they just can't get over that hump, though. And I mean, let's see what other games was it? They played. Who else did they play?
Who?
The
Bengals?
Bengals. Yeah.
They lost to the Patriots.
Yeah, well, that game was just. I mean, that was the first game of the year, so it's kind of like okay. Was there no T Higgins that game? I think. Like the Commanders loss, okay. I see. I can get, but like the Eagles loss. Like, I mean, I guess the Eagles are good, but like
But the
I feel like
Eagles
at
are
that
just now
time,
figuring things out, in my
yeah,
opinion.
exactly.
Like when
Like
they
at that
played them, the
time, you
Eagles
can't.
weren't good.
Yeah, and then I mean, the 1 point loss to the Chiefs, you got to win that game. You got to win it. I don't know. You have to. I mean, the Bengals have had a really hard schedule, but you have to win those games. Like you have to win one of the Ravens games. You're within 3 both times. One of them you go to overtime win in. So it's like
Yeah, no, definitely.
I don't know.
Well,
Bengals
this week,
rough team.
Aiden, Jake, and myself all went above 50% so far.
Hey,
So,
that's a
good job,
win.
boys. Aiden went 8 for 13. I went 9 for 13, and Jake also went 8 for 13.
Ooh,
So no matter what, I have you boys beat by one game because we
yeah,
all picked the Rams tonight, which might have been a not very wise pick so far.
which I knew the Dolphins were like somewhat with Tua back, somewhat competitive. But
Well, I hope A-Chain has a good game because he's on my fantasy team.
I need Stafford to have a good game, which he is not. So here we are.
Well, all right. So let's hop into breaking down some games. Aiden, what's your first game on the docket?
So I think that the first game I really was looking at was probably I think that Commanders Steelers game.
Yeah, that game is very intriguing to me as well.
Because going into it, I was like, okay, Commanders, they've got it because, the Steelers have looked good, but it's kind of one of like Wilson's going to struggle against, the Commanders D, but I don't know,
195 and 3 touchdowns through 50%.
Look at the big thing I want to take away here is the rushing game. Well, look at Warren. Warren took over the rushing game from Najee. It was split.
4.7.
Yeah. This is the point in the season. Harris is done. He's done at the Steelers. I think this point you've realized that. If you're the Steelers, you're drafting a running back this year. I think
Ashton Jeanty?
I mean, maybe. I don't know
I
if
don't
they're
think
going
he
to have
falls that far because I think the Steelers
yeah.
make the playoffs.
I was going to say I don't think he falls that far. Like I don't think they're going to have a high enough draft pick, but unless you're sticking with Warren, which you could, but I don't know. That run game is what is the thing that sticks out to me. It's like this is the point that turns around for the Steelers. Not turns around, but like for me, the Steelers are legit. Like,
is it crazy to say the Steelers have a legit shot in the AFC North?
Oh no, not at all. They definitely
because the Ravens haven't looked that fantastic. My opinion, Bengals are really bad, and then the Browns are still trying to figure everything out at quarterback, at running back, like wide receiver. Kind of that whole offense for the Browns is still
even
a very
the defense
big
at this point,
mark.
which I don't understand. But don't even get me started on the Browns again. don't even get me going.
But I don't think it's out of the question that the Steelers. I can't rule out the Steelers in the AFC North yet.
Well, I mean, as Jared said, like the Ravens and Steelers this next Sunday, they play in Pittsburgh. So, and that's like whoever wins that game leads the division.
Yeah.
So, and the Steelers always beat the Ravens at least once. I feel like I don't remember the last time the Ravens swept the Steelers. It's been a while. I feel like.
But the thing is, like with the Steelers, like the crazy thing about the Steelers is how long it's been since they've had a losing season. Tomlin's never had a losing season.
And that's been how many years has he been the head coach?
Too long, but
yeah, no kidding. No, Pickens looked amazing. Wilson looked amazing.
Mike Williams' first game in
bad.
Pittsburgh had a touchdown.
He looked good. So yeah, The Steelers are scary. They're a scary team. I hate to say it, but I mean, you can't say the Commanders aren't a good team either. Though.
Yeah.
They're still a really good team by far.
Well, and so going off of like what you said, scary. Speaking of scary Terry McLaurin has looked amazing this year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And part of that is like he finally's got a quarterback that can actually throw him the ball.
Oh yeah. I mean, he never had. I mean, he didn't have that coming into this year.
No.
So.
All right, hopping over into another game. My game that I want to talk about is this one.
Oh.
Actually, we're gonna wait for that one. I want to talk about this one.
Okay.
Joe Flacco threw 3 interceptions against a Buffalo secondary that is
mid,
weak compared to last year.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, DeMar Hamlin has looked better this year. Surprise, like believe it or not. But
he died, but
yeah, but like they have not looked that good. The Bills' defense has not been amazing. They're one of like what was that one corner? What was his name? Yeah, Teron Johnson right there. Yeah. Going into this game, he had 1 interception on the year, and he had 2.
And he had
Pretty sure he had 2 that game.
Yeah,
he had
the first score of the game was a pick 6.
Yep.
But like, I think that just kind of shows how good the Bills are going to be this year, and not just how good they are going to be, how good they are. And like, the fact is Josh Allen finally this year is doing it with his arm and his legs. Like 8 carries, 50 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, but I think this takes Allen out of the MVP conversation, though.
With his 2 interceptions, I don't think it does because like he still was over 50% completion, still threw for 280 yards. Yeah, he threw for 2 interceptions, but he also ran for 50 in a touchdown.
On the Colts side, I don't know. I think they have their wide receiver 1.
So for me, you must need a good wide receiver 1 and a better QB. Yes, definitely need a better QB. Wide receiver 1, I'm kind of between on. I'm starting to feel like it's no longer Pittman. I don't think Pittman's
really. You think it's Pierce? Think it's Alex Pierce? Really?
I do.
I don't know.
4 receptions, 81 yards, and a touchdown on 7 targets. Let's look at
between like each Flacco start. Each like of the 3 Flacco starts earlier this year before AR came back, it was Downs led in receiving yards, Pittman led, and Pierce led in the 3 in 3 different.
But like games. That's they got a pretty good 3-headed monster out there in Indy, to where like there's not really a 1.
I don't know if Josh Downs is. I don't know.
I would consider Josh Downs a really good quarterback or really good receiver.
I mean,
but I wouldn't put him at 1. He's a very good number 3, like arguably the best number 3. Or I'll give him the second best number 3 in the whole league, behind Juwan Johnson's the best number 3 in the league.
I don't know. What? I feel like Downs is better.
No.
Yeah.
But so for me, MVP gets really blurry to people. For a lot of people, like, oh, it's to the best QB with the best player with the best stats. That's not what the MVP is supposed to be.
Yeah.
The MVP is supposed to be your most valuable player. A player where if you pulled him off of that team and threw him with another team that was struggling, that team that was struggling would be much better, and the team that was playing really well is now not doing so hot. And I think that's the aspect that Josh Allen gives you over some other quarterbacks. Like that's why I'm not considering Lamar, because I think you could pull Lamar out of that system and they would still be playing well. Because of the way Henry's playing this year.
See, I agree. Like that was my argument. Was that Henry's playing so well that Lamar doesn't have to play good. because
Correct.
he can do whatever. But
it's the same reason why I'm not throwing Jared Goff in there.
Well, yeah, no, Jared Goff can throw 5 interceptions and they still win.
Correct.
But look at this game. Allen throws 2 interceptions and they still win.
But he also did it with his legs.
Which I understand, but it's like, look at the
And he still threw
Bengals
for almost
game.
300 yards.
True. But look at this Ravens-Bengals game. Lamar threw for 290, 4 touchdowns. Derrick Henry had, what was it?
68 yards and a touchdown.
16 carries, 68 yards.
Carries.
I mean, he averaged 4.2, which I mean is about average for him. Yeah. Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions and they still won last night. So, but yeah, I mean, Lamar threw 25, 290, 4 touchdowns, which like.
But on the ground, 7 carries for 33 yards. That's not very good.
7 carries, 30. I don't know.
Okay. So let me retract that statement. That's not very good for Lamar Jackson standards.
Okay, well then go back to his Broncos Ravens game. I guess that's not a good one to look at because Derrick Henry kind of just they got so. What's a good one to look at?
So no, I just feel like Josh Allen is one of 2 guys in the league for me that you can pull him off of that team, throw him on another team, and the Bills are no longer successful, and the team you put him on, the Bears. Pull Josh Allen off out of Buffalo, throw him in Chicago, take Caleb Williams and put him in Buffalo.
Okay. So the team that
the Bears, in my opinion, are number 2 in the NFC North.
That's crazy.
2 losses at max.
I disagree. I 100% disagree.
Okay, let's look at the Bears schedule.
I disagree that the Bears would be second in. I disagree.
I don't think they lose that Colts game.
Okay, sure.
I don't think they lose the Cardinals game.
I disagree.
They don't lose that Patriots game.
Okay, so there are 2 losses?
Yeah, but that'll put you at 2 losses.
Which is still okay. That would
which would put them at second in the North.
Nah, well, third, I guess.
Well, tied for second with Minnesota.
How do the Packers have 3 losses? That's crazy.
Because they lost
the Vikings. The Vikings, Eagles, Lions. Yeah. Oh, hey. Thank you, Jarrett. Thank you. 10-6 at halftime. Look at this guy doing our jobs for us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But I don't know.
For me, Josh Allen is the guy that symbolizes most valuable player.
If the Bengals were playing good this year, if they had a good record, it would 100% be Burrow. And I hate to say that.
For me, I don't feel like record matters.
I hate to say that. Okay, well then I think Burrow
record matters.
Then I think Burrow needs to be in the conversation. You're telling me.
But the thing is Joe Burrow has to be in the correct system to be able to succeed because Joe Burrow can't run that much.
So it doesn't matter if he can run.
Well, look
at Baker. Baker doesn't need to run. Baker's in the MVP conversation. Yes, he is. Baker's in the MVP conversation. You're telling me if you take Baker off the Bucs, they're not a 2-win team?
I guess it depends on who you replace them with. They're only a 4-win team right now.
Yeah, but they should. I mean, realistically,
they're not like a.
Realistically, they should have beat the Niners. They should have beat the
5th in yards, tied for 1st in touchdowns. Really bad in interceptions. I don't know.
He should have beat the Niners this past week. He should have beat the Chiefs the week before. They should be a 6-win team.
But even with the Bucs, even with their struggles that they've had, even with the struggles that they've had and everything, I think if you throw Josh Allen on the Bucks, even with those 2 receivers out, I think they have a better record than they do now. I don't think they lose that 49ers game because that's the thing. Josh Allen gives you the aspect of his arm is so strong.
Is Josh Allen making the play Baker made though? Did you see that Baker play?
No.
He's literally stiff. He's stiff arming a guy.
Oh yeah, I did. I did see that.
That is play. That's a top 3 play of the year.
But yes, Josh Allen's making that play.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Josh Allen's throwing an interception there.
Josh Allen, I will die on this hill. Josh Allen has been robbed of 1 MVP.
Oh, I agree. He's probably, yeah. When Diggs was on the Bills,
maybe two.
I agree. Josh Allen probably deserved an MVP when Diggs was there.
I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, where like he was popping off. All right.
Yeah.
Where he was just popping off and he like didn't win it.
No, I mean, I agree. Josh Allen definitely deserves an MVP, but not this year. I hate to say it.
Do you know what else I think? I think this is the year the Bills beat the Chiefs.
Oh, for sure. They're beating the Chiefs this week.
I think this is the year. I think this is the year Bills go to the Super Bowl.
Bills are beating the Chiefs in the divisional round. Bills are going to beat the
Houston Texans
in the championship game,
or the Ravens. Texans or Ravens.
It'll be Bills Lions. It's going to be your Super Bowl, ladies and gents.
It'll be a good Super Bowl.
Bills Lions, or Bills Packers.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Heard it here first. Heard it here first.
All right. Well.
Anyways,
we got moving on a lot, but all right. Moving on.
Is there really any other games though?
No. There wasn't any more games worth talking about, really.
Yeah, no.
Correct, Ethan. Correct. Jordan Love will suffer under all that pressure.
Okay, and you know what? Bench him for Malik Willis.
Also, all of Jordan Love's injuries this year.
Bench him for Malik Willis. Still going to the Super Bowl. Pull you want? You know what? I'll pull up Malik Willis's stats right now.
I guess what teams? What teams?
It was the. Oh, shoot, hang on a minute. Whoa, hang on.
Jarrett, we're going to talk about that Lions-Texans game a little bit later. Titans. That's right. He played the Titans.
Okay. Hang on here.
The Titans, who are hot garbage. Their QB is... I coached middle school QBs better than him.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Let's see here.
He played in the Titans game. I know he played in the Titans game.
Okay. 30-14. Titans have the best defense, correct? That's what I've been told, at least. Look at that stat line. Huh? Who told me that? Who told me that? That's what all the reports have said. Look at that.
Okay. Maybe on Reddit.
19, 202 and a touchdown. 6 carries, 73 yards and a touchdown.
I'm not discounting his legs. I think he can run the ball pretty decent.
Oh, let's look at the week after.
I don't think he played the week after.
Oh yeah, he was supposed to, and then Jordan Love was like, "Nah."
Yeah, Jordan Love's like, "Nah, hold my beer."
And then threw 3 interceptions.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is Jordan Love. I think how to word this. Jordan Love is having a sophomore slump. It's not a sophomore season, but it really is.
But look at the Cowboys game last year, dude. Look what he did to them in the wild card. He's chilling. He's fine. They'll be fine.
All right. Let's move on to our power rankings.
Ooh, all right. You want to go first this
I'm gonna
time?
let you go first.
Okay, all right. So, got the Lions at 1 still. Chiefs at 2.
I think
Ravens.
you're psycho.
Nah, I'll explain why. Ravens at 3. Bills at 4. Steelers at 5. Packers at 6. Commanders at 7. Vikings at 8. Cardinals at 9. And
Okay.
then, and then at 10, I'm going to put. I was between the Chargers and then the Rams because of the game tonight, but after the way the Rams have been playing, going to stick with the Chargers. So okay. You do yours first, actually, real quick.
Man. Okay. I'm not fully done with mine, but I'm close enough.
I know it's hard this week because the Lions Chiefs game was both their games were.
Okay.
And then
here's mine.
Let's hear it.
People are gonna hate me for this, but
Lordy.
too bad. Don't care. There's a new number 1, folks.
If it's
not the Lions.
If it's the Bills.
It's not. It's the Chiefs.
Okay, good. At least you're at least you're not insane enough to put the Bills.
Chiefs are, as much as people want to discredit the Chiefs whenever, the Chiefs know how to win close games.
Unfortunately.
And that's the aspect that Andy Reid gives you. And Patrick Mahomes. Like, Patrick Mahomes hasn't played well this year. Aiden and I were talking on the phone earlier. Patrick Mahomes hasn't played that well this year. Yet he's still managing the game enough to get them wins. I agree, Ethan.
Yeah. As soon as they lose, they're dropping out of the top 5.
Because of the way the Lions played last night, the Chiefs are the number 1 team until they lose. If they lose. Which they will.
Anyway, okay. Anyways, continue your list.
Bills are number 2.
Okay. All right. That's
It's not terrible. My thing is the Lions just played so bad last night that granted they got the win. A win is a win. But the way the Bills have been playing in recent weeks, if the Bills played the Lions, say the Bills played the Lions tonight, Bills would win.
I disagree. Maybe.
I fully believe the Bills would win.
Yeah, but I think the Ravens would beat the Bills the way they've been playing recently.
Okay, so Chiefs, Bills, Lions, Ravens, Texans at 5.
Wow.
Steelers at 6. Commanders at 7. Packers at 8. Vikings at 9. Eagles at 10. And Cardinals are just off the list.
See, I dropped the Texans out of my list. They lost.
See, I dropped the Texans out from playing the team that we had previously as the number 1 team on our power rank.
But they also lost to the Jets last week.
Yeah,
so that's thing that was like
but you got to look at how well the Jets played that week.
Yeah.
The Jets played outside their minds.
Yeah. I don't know. That's
and like
but the Texans getting 5 interceptions and still not winning. That's like
that kind of talks about how honestly how resilient that Lions team is though.
Which number 1.
Which gives you that argument there for them staying at 1 or 2.
Which is exactly why I'm leaving them at 1.
At the same time as if you're, in my opinion, if you're playing a team like the Chiefs or the Bills and you throw 5 interceptions, you're not coming back and winning that game.
They did.
And the reason you're not the reason you're not winning, you're not coming back and winning that game against a team like the Chiefs or the Bills is because the Chiefs and the Bills quarterback, both of those quarterbacks, Mahomes and Josh Allen, are good enough and great enough to manage that game to where the Lions aren't going to have enough time to come back.
Yeah, but Stroud's outplayed Mahomes, though. I mean, I guess I get what you're saying.
And he has.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the Lions still winning after the 5 interceptions, it makes them good
It's
enough
crazy,
to.
and like that's honestly
I don't
insane.
think that's ever happened.
I don't think it has either.
Yeah,
All right,
I don't know.
read me off your list one more time.
Lions, Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, Steelers, Packers, Commanders, Vikings, Cards, Chargers.
See, why'd you leave the Eagles off?
Because I'm still not convinced. Because like it's a really bad Cowboys team. Like it was Cooper Rush playing. He literally threw 40 yards. I'm pretty sure. Like that's bad.
Yeah, I get that point, but like the Eagles are 7-2,
Yeah,
and
but
they've
it's like
been granted none of their wins are like, oh my gosh,
like
wow, you
they
won.
had a close win with the Jags.
Here, I got it pulled up right here.
Here, actually,
Packers, you won by 5 down in Brazil.
yeah.
Falcons, you lost by 1, to where at that time the Falcons were one of the best teams in the NFL.
Okay, maybe I put the Eagles on over the Chargers.
You beat the Saints, where that's what started the Saints' big losses.
Yeah, I think that
You
Bucks
lost
loss.
to the Buccaneers, who at that time still had
See,
their 2 receivers.
that Browns win by only by 4 at that time. That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's when Hurts was just starting to figure things out.
I don't know. This team is too like inconsistent
And I'd
for me.
agree, they're very much up and down, but that's why I can't move them out of 10 spot.
I feel like the Chargers are more consistent than the Eagles.
I could agree.
And it's like they haven't played anyone like too outstanding. Like yeah, they're 7-2, but it's like okay, you beat the Jags barely. You beat the Giants. Okay, you barely beat the Browns. Barely beat the Saints. Like barely. I mean, yeah, destroyed the Cowboys and Bengals and Giants.
Yeah,
and
but no,
barely.
like
I mean,
their next few games are really going to be a testament to how good this team is.
yeah, oh for sure.
Commanders, Rams, Ravens, Steelers, Commanders.
Yeah, if they are, depending on how well they do in those next few games, will determine how well they are in the playoffs. Because I think they'll probably end well enough to make the playoffs.
I think they do.
But
other than that, your list ain't bad.
Yeah, no, my honorable mentions are the Eagles, Rams, Texans, and Broncos.
But I think everyone pretty well agrees that the top 4 is the top 4. Put them any way you like.
Yeah, for sure.
It's somewhere with Chiefs, Bills, Lions, Ravens.
No doubt. Yeah.
I feel like you either have to have the Chiefs or the Lions at 1.
Yeah. I mean, those are definitely your 2 best teams. I hope that's not the Super Bowl, but yeah.
That kind of grosses me out that could be the Super Bowl.
Really hope it's the Bills. Bills Lions.
I do too. I really
That'd be
the
nice.
Bills win.
All right.
What?
That's weird.
Why?
Why wouldn't you want the Lions to win? They've never been or won a Super Bowl. Okay.
I don't think the Bills have either.
They've never won a Super Bowl, but they've at least been
3 straight years and lost all 3.
Yeah, no, 4.
4, yeah, you're right. It was 4.
It was 4. But okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Is it question time or is it?
It's time. It's hot takes.
Okay. Now we kind of already talked about this. So the Lions are still legit, obviously, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we can agree on that.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Even after the 5 interceptions.
Yes, they're legit.
Is the defense going to be okay?
What do you mean, Lions defense?
Without Hutch, they got Zadarius. Is that a good replacement?
Yeah.
Do we think?
I think their corners make up. The corners are going to make up for it.
Okay. All right. That's That's all I want to know. If you think, okay, we basically already.
Well, and they also get the pass rusher next week. And Smith comes.
Oh, he didn't play this. He didn't play this week. That's right.
Yeah, and so they get another pass rusher.
I completely forgot.
So I feel like they're totally fine.
Yeah.
Obviously, Smith isn't anywhere near what Hutchinson is.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey.
He'll be fine.
Hey, let's calm down now. Let's stop.
Okay.
Let's stop the Zedarius.
I know you have another crazy one because you were telling me about that. So go ahead.
Now we covered my one. What's wrong with the Bengals? Oh no. Yeah. Who cares? Whatever. It's the Bengals.
Bengals are.
But we talked about this already also. But this I'm saying it and I'm finalizing it. Lamar Jackson will be your next MVP.
Oh my gosh.
Back to back. I'm sorry. I don't want to say it. I literally argued.
That'd be back to back to back.
No, he didn't win it 2 years ago. Rodgers did. No, Rodgers didn't.
No, he did.
Who won it back? Who won it 2 years ago? No, he didn't. Who won the 22 MVP? I guess it'd be 23. It wasn't him. I feel like it was it Rodgers?
Mahomes.
How did Mahomes win it? Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he won it the year before.
Yeah. Rodgers did get back to back in 2020, 2021. Then Caden knows his stuff. Yeah, no, I was arguing.
Absolutely insane.
I was arguing with Caden, with all my friends in this fantasy group chat, telling them like,
okay,
no, it won't be Lamar. Just look at the Ravens, right? Look at how well they've been doing. Like, yes, Derrick Henry is having a career season.
So I guess that's my big question. Are they still that good without Henry in there? For me, no. I don't think they are.
I think it's that offensive line.
Henry. I think that offensive line is great.
Okay, you take Henry last year. Why wasn't Henry putting up those numbers last year?
Granted, their offensive line was gosh awful.
Exactly. Put another running back in there. Put Nick Chubb in there.
I don't know. I don't know.
Put any other running back.
Nick Chubb doesn't have any knees left.
Hey. Stop the Chubb hate. Yeah. Number 1 seed last year. Yeah. No Henry. Same offense and defense. Yeah. It's right. Lamar Jackson's your MVP. Who else? I'm sorry. Like, the only other one that competes is Allen. I think I would love to say Baker. Yeah. Yep. That's hard. That is so hard to beat.
But his rushing yards, which is what he's most known for, aren't like, whoa.
It doesn't matter. He's a quarterback.
Okay, let's hop in here.
This pains me to say, by the way. I absolutely hate defending this guy. Browns could have this guy, just so we're all aware. Yeah. And it's not like Lamar has these offensive weapons either. I mean, he has Zay Flowers. That's about it.
Yeah, you say the same thing for Allen.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, neither of them.
And like Allen doesn't even have a guy like a Zay Flowers.
I mean, he has Keon Coleman
and Khalil Shakir, who nobody knew about coming into this season, and Keon Coleman, and obviously now he's got
Well, look at this last game for the Ravens. He didn't even throw to Zay Flowers, but like twice. It was whatever the guy's name is. They're like third string receiver. Tylan Wallace. Yeah. I don't even know if I've ever heard this guy, gonna be honest with you. Who is that guy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I hate saying it.
I mean, he threw to Flowers 6 times. Threw to Rashad Bateman 8 times. Rashad Bateman's no snub.
No,
Mark Andrews.
Bateman is not what he used to be.
No, not at all.
And Mark Andrews is also not what he used to be. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if likely just killed his self-esteem or what happened there.
I don't know.
Deontay Johnson hasn't done anything yet.
It's first game.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, for me, Allen does more for the Bills than what Lamar does for the Ravens.
I say you switch Henry and James Cook. It's same thing.
I don't believe so. I think that definitely makes the Bills better. But I think that makes the Ravens worse. A lot worse.
Not by much. Not by much.
Well, let's go down through and look at these games. And what games has Derrick Henry popped off?
Okay. Look at
Cowboys,
the Broncos. Oh yeah, he had
151 and 2 touchdowns. You don't have Derrick Henry's power in that game, they lose.
But look. They went up 28-7. In that Cowboys game. Correct? Am I right? Yeah, 28-6.
28-6.
Yeah, so you're going to run the ball. That's just how you play.
But Derrick Henry touchdown. Here, Derrick Henry in the first half already had a ton of rushing yards.
Well, yeah, they didn't get they got their 19 points in the fourth quarter.
Bills game, 199. For me,
hey, I'll go back to that Bills game. Let's see Josh Allen's stats there.
I think he threw for 180.
How did Lamar do?
156.
2 touchdowns.
So Allen outplayed Lamar.
But did he?
Passing yards wise.
Yeah, but
obviously not as many touchdowns. But once again, less weapons.
Not by much. Dalton Kincaid versus Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers versus Khalil Shakir, or
I'm taking Zay Flowers all day long.
Well, yeah, but not.
Rashad Bateman, Keon Coleman. I'm taking Rashad Bateman any day of the week.
I'm just saying. I think it's close. It's close,
and I think it's going to be close the whole year. For me, there's no unanimous MVP this year.
I'd probably agree. I unfortunately think Lamar is going to win it, though.
For me, I think it's going to come down to 1 or 2 votes.
I could see that.
Because I can see a case for both guys. I can see a case for Lamar, the way they've played, his stats. But at the same time, just like what I was saying earlier, Josh Allen does more for the Bills than what Lamar does for the Ravens.
Yeah.
I think if you put any sort of rushing quarterback in that Ravens system, they'll be producing the same. A rushing quarterback that also still has a little bit of arm talent. Justin Fields.
That's hard for me to agree with.
But we can agree to disagree.
Okay, yeah. This next part. Okay.
Oh, you got another question.
No, we're moving into Roach Rants now.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. I'm tired. I am so tired of hearing people say, Brock Purdy isn't legit. Brock Purdy's this.
Thank you.
Stop with the Purdy hate.
My gosh.
Stop
Brock
with
Purdy,
the Purdy hate.
Brock Purdy should have been a first-round draft pick.
He is legit.
Brock
Let's look
Purdy,
at his stats this game.
Brock Purdy is the man.
He's good.
Like, everyone's like, oh, well, look at his weapons. Look at what he can do. Look at... No.
It's like
System QB.
No. Yeah, no.
No. Brock Purdy is not a system QB.
Like, look. 353 yards. Right? 2 touchdowns. A passer rating of 119. That's, yeah.
I think you throw Brock Purdy into any offense and he's great.
I mean, let's see. Let's go back to. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's look at the here. Yeah, here we go. I mean, CMC barely. I mean, he got involved in the receiving game, but look, he's barely involved in the run game.
Yep.
There was no run game whatsoever. So, all this Purdy's not good. Yeah, no.
No. Brock Purdy is a quarterback that you put in any. I'd love to have Brock Purdy in Chicago. I would die for Brock Purdy to be in Chicago.
I just want to point that out real quick. The different conversation.
Will Levis, he had Derrick Henry. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Just want to point that out real quick.
But
anyway,
it goes
back to Purdy.
But it goes back to that thing about the offensive line, though, too. Like, you can be Superman all you want, but
oh well, Mayo, Anyways, yeah, Purdy's just insane. Baker's still underrated, as always. Yeah, I'm gonna say that till the day I die.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Let's hear it.
Give me your top 5 NFC quarterbacks.
Top 5 NFC?
Yes.
Ooh. That's hard. Okay. Let's go with well, I'm just going to list some names real quick and then think about it. So, you got Baker, who's probably up there. You got Jaden Daniels, who's probably up there.
I'd agree.
I'd
say Goff before this weekend was up there.
Kirko's probably up there. Goff. But you also have Love.
And see, I haven't been super impressed with Love this season, so I'm not throwing Love in there. For me, in no particular order at all, it's Purdy, Baker, and that's based off of even after the games this week. Purdy, Baker, so I like dropping Goff out of it.
Yeah.
Purdy, Baker, Daniels, Kirko, and then that 5th spot could be for a guy like Matthew Stafford or for
That's hard.
Yeah, that 5th spot. That I might even throw Goff in there at that 5th spot.
See, I think my top 5 is going to be, it's got to be Baker, Daniels, Kirko, Goff, and Love.
Oh wow! You're going to leave. You're leaving Purdy out of it.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's top 5. He like NFC. I mean,
I would take Purdy over.
Ooh, Kyler is up there. Yeah.
Love, Daniels.
Oh, yeah,
and
Kirko has been kind of bad, the past few games.
But Hurts has been fantastic.
Nah,
like to begin the season, he didn't look good. He's gotten to the point now where he's looking a lot better.
Hurts Hurts has his good games, but I don't know. The consistency is the only issue for me.
Yeah.
Like Saquon. I mean, holy cow. Can't go wrong with Saquon, but
no,
Murray has. Then again, Murray, I can't ever tell if he's gonna have a good game or bad game. He just needs to give the ball to Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, a little bit something new today. Something Aiden and I spoke on, and we're gonna try something today, and we're gonna get your guys' feedback on what you guys think of it.
Yup.
So, I don't know. Do you have that video pulled up?
Let's see if I can find it. It's the end of the Bengals drive here.
So we're gonna call this our zebra stripes, something like that. I'm still coming up with a good name for it. So I'm a licensed IHSAA referee. And so what we're going to do is each week, we're going to pull up one or two videos from either a football game, basketball game, baseball game, some sort of game. And we're going to evaluate one or two plays. And I'm going to break down, like, from an official standpoint, what they saw, why it was called that way or not called that way, and if I agree with the call and what I would have done differently in the situation.
Let's see.
It's the best way I could explain that.
If I can get this up here.
So the one we're going to look at is the last sequence of Ravens-Bengals Thursday night. The main one we're going to look at is that 2-point conversion play, which I have a whole nother problem with that two-point conversion play. I thought Cincinnati should just kicked it and went to get the overtime, but that's just my opinion.
Oh, we got a bunch of stupid ads here. Here we go.
All right. So here we go. So this is the 2-point conversion play. So what you're going to be looking at,
there we go.
So Aiden, circle. All right, pause it right here. So I want you to look at 65, 71, and then I also want you to watch Burrow. This is all going to be towards the end of play. Don't worry about where the ball goes. I want you to be focusing on 65, 71, and 9. All right, go ahead. So here we go. So motion across. All right, pause it one more time. All right, so for those of you who don't know where officials are on a football field, you have one on the far side. You have one on the near side on the line of scrimmage. Look at the line of scrimmage. You have one in each far corner of the end zone, each corner. And you normally have one right by the goalpost. And depending on how many officials there will also be one back behind the offense. So he's probably back here at about the 17-yard line. Okay? So the play that a lot of them are talking about, this play, a lot of the penalties are saying that should be called by the guy underneath the field goal post. If they were actually penalties, they should be called by the guy underneath the field goal post because he will have the best view of them. All right, go ahead, Aiden.
Let's see how this
all right, so looks like they're going to bring a blitz. Okay. All right. So, I wish we had I wish it was slowed down a little bit.
Let's see if it'll. Oh, he's Burrow grabbing at his hip. See, I think it slows it down here in this next.
I think it does too. I think it shows the play. All right, right here.
Here we go.
Okay. So this is going to show what people thought was a penalty. That is not okay. Go back a little bit. A little more right there. Pause. That is not a penalty.
Yeah, and because it's within.
Do you know why that's not? I'm going to ask you, Aiden, because we can kind of ask the fans, but do you understand why that's not a penalty?
It's within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage,
correct.
Right? Yeah,
correct. It's within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage, so any contact is allowed to be made within the first 2 yards. The only thing that is not allowed to be made is being tackled, which is what they're saying this could have been. because play it a little bit more,
Yeah.
and you watch him kind of go down, look, hold. That is a major flop to me.
Yeah.
To me, he sold that way too much, which is why he didn't get the call. Okay.
Yeah. I
Now
don't
let's
even
keep
think.
it playing and see if they show. All right. So now here's this one. All right. So now they're saying that the
Here,
tackle was early.
let's see if we can. I can slow
Slow
this
down a little
down.
bit. If that works. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Okay. Contact. Good, good, good.
I
And
know.
see, to me, the ball is there as he's going to make the tackle.
Yeah, I'd
Because as
agree.
a cornerback, he is taught to read the receiver. The receiver's going up. Looks like the receiver's catching the ball, so you're making the tackle. Totally legal play.
I agree.
Okay.
And
So now let's see if they show what happened in the backfield.
I don't think they do. Let's see here.
It might be a little bit farther.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, right here.
there we go. There we go.
All right, right here. Okay, so is it still playing? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Let it play. Just a little bit more.
There we go.
Okay, pause it right here. Okay. So what they're saying is it should have been another penalty. Right here. I just can't see where I'm pointing. But over one more lineman. Right there. So is there any you can go back just a few seconds?
Let's see.
Yeah, right here. So they're saying that is hands to the face, which if you see it a
right
little,
here.
it's about another second. There's a little jab. As an official, it is super hard to see a little jab like that. Right there. They said there's a hand to the face. Which, if you're going to call that, okay, why aren't you calling this hold then?
Yeah.
Because to me, this hold right here on this tackle is a lot bigger than this hands to the face.
Yeah.
When you have your arm wrapped around a defender's head and neck,
that's an apparent hold.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So now keep it going.
Oh.
And yes, so there's a little bit more. So, but when you go into the rule book and look at it, so that forearm to the face, that would not be called because it's not, there's no, because as far as the officials know, he could be doing a swim move. And when you're taught, when you do a swim move, when I was in high school, what we were taught is when you swim, your elbow should be hitting the offensive lineman in the face.
Yeah, but is that not face mask at all?
No. Because I don't think to me, he's not grabbing it. Oh?
I could have swore his pinky got maybe it just got stuck in there, but
and that's an incidental one that's not normally going to be called.
Yeah.
Huh. So the other one, so go back a few more seconds. This is the big one that they're saying. All right, so plays developing. Look right here. Watch Burrow. Hand comes down to the face. Okay? That is not a face mask.
Yeah.
That is not a face mask. Incidental contact, hand coming down. Fingers were not interlocked on it. That's not a face mask. Well, and then they're like, why wasn't that roughing the passer? As I spoke to Aiden earlier, the league is becoming weak.
Agreed.
There has way too many roughing the passer penalties on little plays like this.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrow said it best at the end of the game. He even said, he's like, you're not going to get those iffy calls at the end of a game. To me, the way I see it as an official is these guys are professional athletes. Okay? That illegal hands to the face. Maybe I could see that one. But at the same time, when you're an official and you're in the situation, you're not thinking, okay, I'm going to be throwing a flag here. What you're thinking is, let's see how this play develops. Let's see, because that was the game. In all honesty,
Yeah.
yes, they still kicked the onside kick. It was the game.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, as an official, you're looking at like your big things you're looking at in that situation is you're looking for a pass interference or a very blatant roughing the passer call or a big holding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing there that the refs.
No, and there's nothing there that Bengals fans should be getting bent out of shape about.
Oh, for sure. I agree.
So let us know.
It's a great breakdown.
Thank you, sir. Let us know your thoughts on that new segment. If you like it, great. If not, that's all right.
Yeah. I just want to point out there's breaking news. Cavs are now 12-0.
What?
Cavs are now 12-0.
They've already played 12 games.
As of right now, Cavs are 12-0.
Crazy.
Cavs are winning it all.
Speaking of basketball, Purdue won by 8.
Ohio State winning it all. Both football.
Ohio State played Youngstown State.
And Texas. Thank you very much.
Whoa. I'm shaking in my boots.
Purdue sucks.
Okay, buddy. All right. We'll see who wins the Big Ten. All right.
Ohio State.
Jackson zebra sequence.
Hey,
I like it.
That's right.
I like it. All right. Picks.
Oh, let's do her.
Let's get her. East Conference is a cakewalk. Look at the standings. Hey, Celtics are going to win it all.
No. Here, I got it. Got to
Jason Tatum for MVP.
Are you out of your mind?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
That's besides the point.
We got first game of next week here. Thursday night. Commanders, Eagles. In Philadelphia.
All right, Aiden, I'm gonna let you go first.
I think I'm going with the Commanders. A little bit of an upset.
Commanders, Eagles?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take. You know, give me the Eagles.
Okay. You know what? They are favored.
Eagles have been playing well lately.
Yeah.
Packers, Bears.
Bears.
Bear down, Chicago Bears.
Dude.
Bear down. Bear down.
Yeah, you're gonna be down on your knees crying.
Okay, buddy. So you're obviously taking the pack.
Yo.
Jags, Lions.
That's just gonna be a blowout. Goff could throw 6 more interceptions and still
Vikings, win. Titans. This one's not gonna be any better.
Yeah, Vikings by a mile. Vikings by a mile. Raiders,
Dolphins.
Which team can play worse? It'd be the Dolphins. Rams, Patriots. Patriots played really good, actually.
That's true. So,
they did. I don't know, but I think I'm going to take the Rams, even though they are losing the Dolphins right now. Yeah, I'm taking the Rams.
Take the Rams as well.
Hey, Browns, Saints. Browns off the bye week.
Saints.
You know what that means? Nick Chubb, he's going to come back. He's healthy. DeJuan Jones is left tackle. Offensive line is healthy. Jameis Winston had time to recoup after that awful game. Browns are winning. They're going to eat them up.
Colts, Jets. Jets, Jets.
It's going to be the Colts. Flacco's going to.
Okay, buddy.
He's going to come back. Yep.
Ravens, Steelers.
Game of the week. It's going to be the Ravens. Lamar Jackson secures his MVP.
Okay, buddy.
Falcons, Broncos.
Give me the Broncos.
You know what? I'm also going to take the Broncos.
Seahawks, 49ers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Niners too. Chiefs, Bills.
Bills. Give me the Bills. Chiefs are going to lose their first game.
Good. Hey, that means the Bills could potentially take the number 1 seed.
That's true.
At the end of the year.
Bengals, Chargers. Give me the Bengals.
Ooh.
Actually, give me the Chargers.
I'm taking the Bengals for a little bit of an upset.
Texans, Cowboys. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Why is that a Monday night game? You the Texans. Come on now. Come on.
That feels like a Thursday night game to me.
Yeah. No kidding. All right. Let's go to college football. Here we come. I mean, we don't even got to look at that game.
See what good.
Here we go. Hey.
Clemson,
this one might
Pitt.
be going.
Give me Pitt.
Really? I got Clemson. That probably won't be a good one. Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Yeah. It's rough.
I will be at that game, folks. I will be on the sideline during that game. Give me Purdue.
Man, you just don't give up.
Correct.
Yeah, give me Penn State. It's not even a question. There's not very many other.
LSU, Florida.
I mean, LSU is gonna. Yeah.
I don't know because Florida played Georgia really tough.
Georgia. Everyone plays Georgia tough. Apparently.
LSU.
I'm taking LSU.
I figured. Man, there's not very many.
The Georgia Tennessee game.
Yeah, where's that?
Whoa.
Tennessee.
Yep, I also have Tennessee.
Oh, Rocky Top.
Yep. Oh man,
Rocky
that's gonna be
Top, Tennessee.
7:30 game too. That's gonna be such a good game. I have Tennessee knocking Georgia out of the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Out of the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
Out of SEC contention and out of the playoffs. Man,
any other good ones?
No, not at all. That's it.
That's all right. All right.
Oh, let's do this real quick. Let's take a just for Caden. Take a quick look at the Eastern Conference. Yeah, look at Cleveland. Cleveland's winning it by a long shot. I mean, it's between Cleveland and Celtics. They play in a couple weeks, or I think they play in a week or so. I don't know. So,
update on the NFL game: Dolphins lead 17-9 with 14:05 left in the game.
Ooh, yikes! Rams better win. I had them to win. I had picked them to win. So,
so did I. We all did.
Yeah. Ah, well. See how that's going.
Yeah.
Pretty well, typical. Look at us. It's another week.
Made it 7 weeks.
Well, ladies and gents,
leave a comment on what you think of the new segment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Any additions, subtractions, what you think. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you guys next week, next Monday. Yeah. It will be a little bit earlier next Monday, though.
Yeah. Hey.
Due to I don't have a meeting next Monday, so we will be able to shimmy on in a little bit earlier. Hopefully, get you all out before the game starts.
Yeah. There you go.
Which would be nice.
Want to miss the game, but hey, you're here supporting us, and we love that. So
yes, sir. We love you for it.
That's right.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This has been Aiden and Jackson on Beyond the Scoreboard, episode 7. Thank you all for watching. God bless everybody.
See ya.